Welcome, everybody, to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, and for the top 4 seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the UL Monroe Warhawks, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. So the UL Monroe Warhawks offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Everything that happens on this field today is just heightened, Kirk, because it happens on this amazing stage at the foot of the San Gabriel Mountains. Nothing like it.
Nothing like it to me in all sports. We've been calling this game for such a long time, and I think we both agree it's one of our favorite games to call each year. And when we get a good matchup like
they trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Well, how about the push up front by the big fellas here? And when you can get pressure like this, that's what separates good defenses from great defenses. And you think back to the Michigan teams, when they've been exceptional, they've had defensive line played just like that.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
With the defensive coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Looks to his left and makes the completion.
Now the defense plays it pretty well. Force the quarterback to make the throw in front of you as a defense. Then you square up and make the tackle. Force them to do something special after the catch. That tactic works here. Now we've got a 4th down.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. So Michigan's offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. 2 good teams with great individual players.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2. He'll hand it off. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
Of course they're going to pick up the 1st down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Ford. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone. The Wolverines with 1st and 10 here. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Looking right, this one caught. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's got it near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Michigan.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And now they'll set up for the point after. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Now they get set to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the UL Monroe offense back on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Trying to create here on the move. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline. The Warhawks come to the line in the hurry up.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
They get him down, but he crosses midfield, off the ball to 44.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
It's a quick grab. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to 30.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Second down, we're going to throw it. He escapes the sack. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure, just got it away.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
That's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've had a lot of pressures. I think that's their second sack of this game. And this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
And the Warhawks will have to kick this away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And the punt will land in the end zone for a touchback. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field, trying to build on a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive last time they had it. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. And looking to throw now on first down. Quick throw, misses his mark there, incomplete. Second and 10 after the previous play. Ball handed off. They stop him right at the 24. Solid gain in the running play. Third down now. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore. The Wolverines will line up to boot it away. It's a rough drive for the offense. Punter comes on and boot it away. And their fair catch is made. A smart decision in rainy conditions like this. Here comes the Warhawks offense back on the field now. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? They call the draw play here. Makes a nice move there. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid game there.
Boy, positive yards there on first and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on second and inches.
Handoff in a single back formation. The Warhawks pick up enough yardage for a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And they'll run it with the draw play. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, the defensive coordinator has to be fired up about this play. The thing that he has to love is that his defense and their technique was right on point. They didn't lose their leverage. They stayed with the play and didn't just go after the quarterback.
Good job with the defense to fight through the blocks on that screen. He's short of the first down marker. And the Warhawks will line up to punt it away. Son to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And no chance for a return as the punt sails out of bounds. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Across the 40 now. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. So, Kirk, Michigan has the lead here at the end of the quarter. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They'll hand it off. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And he'll set up to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Boy, this defense, everything you want from them they do here except contain the quarterback. Nobody's open downfield. They pressure the quarterback. The only problem is they can't keep him short of the first down mark.
Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. So 2nd down after the incompletion. From the shotgun, it's a handoff.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
And the Wolverines are in the red zone. 3rd down play here out of the shotgun. Contact as he threw it. He's got it right near the end zone. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense. The Wolverines will line up now. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, handoff. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. But they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. The UL Monroe offense back out there now. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Tackle made at the 23 as they gain some important breathing room.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Makes a quick catch. Defense makes the stop after the completion. The Warhawks hustle to the line to run that hurry up. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he pulls in the catch. An explosive play. Big gain across midfield to the 42. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Handoff to the back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
I'll tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback every time they...
Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Boy, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
The Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Pressure is coming. Let's take a deep shot here. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. And the Warhawks will line up to kick it away. That's his 4th punt already today. And this punt heads toward the sideline. Doesn't travel very far. And the Wolverines' offense is back on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. That run moves the ball across the 40.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Offense looking to throw the ball. Lets it go. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. An explosive play. They finally get him down with the offense very near to the red zone.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Off the play fake on 1st down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Michigan.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
Now the try here for the extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. And the kickoff team on the field now is able to get set to send this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the returner is brought down. The UL Monroe offense back on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Defense is coming after him. On the run, he'll let it go. Catch made, a lot of space now. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
So a positive play, Kirk, with the crossing route. This is the defensive communication the coaches were worried about in this game.
Yeah, it really is a challenge in this call. When the offense goes with that deep crosser, that defense has to do a good job of communicating, really keeping their head on a swivel and understand who's coming into their zone. That time they just lost the receiver and they gave up a big gain.
Short completion there. Second down coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. And he cannot escape. Defense with a sack.
Just outstanding combination of quickness and strength here by this Michigan defensive lineman. Makes me think of Aiden Hutchinson, who, of course, played here recently. Going back to guys like Rashawn Gary, Lamar Woodley, Frank Clark. Great tradition of Michigan defensive linemen on full display right now.
The Warhawks will send the punt team onto the field. On to kick now for the 5th time today. The punt will bounce and head out of bounds. That's right near the goal line. Perfect execution. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? He hands it off from the gun. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up. And the same runner's got it again. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Ooh, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
It's the 2-minute warning. We've got a blowout developing here before halftime. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the grab. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Not able to connect. Incomplete.
Now here's an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't quite have the concentration or the focus necessary. Ends up dropping it before he can bring it in.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. The pass is intercepted. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Touchdown, Warhawks. Wow, what a play, a defensive score.
Chris, I think the quarterback gets fooled here. He might have thought it was man-to-man coverage. I thought he might go to the outside. He comes back to the middle, and that linebacker's playing zone, reading the quarterback's eyes, steps in front of that throw, and takes it to the house for a touchdown.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Offense protecting the lead here, but they've been playing so well. Let's see if they go for more before halftime. He's looking deep here. Aggressive call, a deep shot on 1st down, but incomplete.
I don't know if people understand how hard it is to defend against a deep ball in man coverage like that. But this defensive back did it perfectly. Turns his head back just in time to find the ball to ensure that incompletion.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. From the shotgun, drops back. He's going to take another shot right here. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Wolverines. Made the defense look slow that time.
Man, this defensive coordinator better adjust to this receiver. All they did was get him the ball in space, and you can see what he can do after the catch. One defender will not slow this receiver down today. You better bracket him or use double cover.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the extra point makes it a 28-7 game. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Return starts from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Here comes the Warhawks offense back on the field now. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Snags a quick throw. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
The completion makes it 2nd and short. Quarterback drops back. Short throw complete to the tight end. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Well, the defense loads up to show blitz, and anytime they bring that kind of pressure, the quarterback knows he's got to be able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nice job of locating the tight end for that 1st down.
Looking for his big tight end. He pulls it in for a big gain. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks.
And the senior making a disruptive impact play. And the Warhawks hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Catch is made down the middle. He's swarmed by the defense. So the ball placed right at the 50. Offense looking to pick up the 1st down here on 3rd and short. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Can't find anybody on third down, throws it away, and now fourth down coming up.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
That decision to go for it on fourth down doesn't work out.
Really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on fourth down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
Time running down, just one play left here in the half. First down, looking to throw the football. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And the pass ball is incomplete. No time left on the first half clock. Minuta's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. These games, they never disappoint, regardless the score. And this one was filled with excitement and big plays throughout that first half. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the Jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats.
The Warhawks will kick this away to start the second half. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he's tackled at the 25, same spot it would have been, and he left it in the end zone. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for his big tight end. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
Gets out of bounds as a short gain on the play. Tough spot. The offense has to convert a third and long from the 30 to get this drive going. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. The Wolverines will bring their punt team onto the field. We're going to kick it away for the second time. Fair catch is made, but let's see what that flag was about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense gets a second chance after the roughing the punter penalty. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
They get him at the 42, good enough for a first down.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead. You keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Here's the target, and it's complete. You make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
That's a nice completion here by this Michigan offense. And when Michigan is really clicking, you think about over the years, they've been efficient within that passing game, being able to throw the football to complement a very physical running game. Nice play.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
Here we go, third down. Defense needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. So on fourth down, the decision is to trot out the field goal team. They'll set up for the chip shot on the left hash mark. This one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So after adding to this big lead, they are set to kick it away.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
And here he comes now from the end zone. Oh, and he's got some space here. Picks up some blocks. Still going. It's a foot race. They chase him down, but a huge play on the return. Very fortunate that wasn't brought all the way to the house. Just a bit more, and that's a touchdown.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. He'll hand it off. And they stop him just short, but the defense really backed up now. It's first and goal.
Well, at this stage of the game, this offense is clearly thinking it's four-down territory. They need points on the board, and they need them in a hurry.
And the Warhawks looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal. Here's the handoff on first and goal. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become...
And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, UL Monroe. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
Makes the catch for the two-point conversion as they continue to cut into this lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for his big tight end. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. That is a huge play. Finally brought down at the 46-yard line.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. And the quarterback dropping back. Caught quickly. Good enough for first down yardage.
Man, this wide receiver has been a difference maker in this football game. He's got 2 touchdowns already. Now they look to him again, and he picks up the first down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Running back has it on a screen now. Defense makes the tackle, but that screen produces a pretty solid gain. And completion makes it 2nd and short. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And the Wolverines are looking to keep this drive going.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
First down and 10 now. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Now they'll run a draw play. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
The draw is a good way to keep the defensive line in check and use their aggressiveness against them. It can be real effective, even in passing situations, if you mix it in correctly.
The offense in scoring position with a new set of downs. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Touchdown, Michigan. And this one is getting ugly. Well, Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine. A playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Returner looking to make a play here. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. UL Monroe offense back out there now. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. And he's going to score on the pick six. Touchdown, Wolverines. With a takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kirk.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team is on the field to move this one away. He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Comes the UL Monroe offense back on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick six in the last possession. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
Well, if you're not careful as a quarterback, this is the kind of route that defensive back wants to jump and get in front of for an interception and maybe a touchdown going the other way. But this time, the receiver runs it well, brings it in, and then gets out of bounds.
So let's get back to the action. 1 quarter away. What would be an impressive CFP statement. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. To the air. It's Adams. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Tackle made after a big gain.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. The Warhawks come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Play action here on first down. Throw to the sideline, steps out after a short gain. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Marshall. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space?
Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Man, how about the job by this defense? I mean, we really expected this offense to be able to come into this game, put up big yards and a lot of points, and here we are in the fourth quarter. Collectively, they don't even have 200 yards total offense, and they just seem to be out of sync. Give all the credit to the defensive coordinator and those defensive players and the way they're putting this pressure on this quarterback and this offense.
Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. An inside give now from the shotgun. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
A gain makes it second and medium. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. Handoff here from the shotgun. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Caught for the completion. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
How about the discipline of this defense here on second down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's third down.
Fires it to the wideout. And that one's picked off. What a play. He's got some room and some blockers here. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity for him to take a shot here.
Boy, nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
He's got it for a big gain. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35. Fresh center downs for the offense after that first down completion. To the air, it's Adams. Gets made on the out route. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. Forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
First down, looking to throw the ball. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. Touchdown, Warhawks. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Love this never-say-die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
Good job dealing with the footing. PAT is good. I believe we can line up here and go for the onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. They get him down, and the game moves the ball to the plus 40. And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. And that run produces a decent gain.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play.
Here we go.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Running play called on 3rd and short. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed along with really dominant offensive line play.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.